The government is mulling the establishment of a team of special prosecutors to prosecute persons for offences identified by forensic auditors. This was disclosed by Minister of Natural Resources Raphael Trotman, who said officials have almost been dazed by the sheer number of suspected improprieties discovered by auditors. His remarks were made during the weekly post-cabinet briefing on Thursday. So far we have seen, I think, 40 forensic audits being conducted, and out of those 40 forensic audits, I think Minister Jaipal Sharma had recommended criminal charges or charges for, let's say, about 2 or 3. We haven't seen the government moving, speedily to address those 2 or 3 audits. Can you say or give us an update on what is happening with those?
On the issue of the forensic audits, yes, of course, there have been many. I believe that we ourselves at Cabinet were overwhelmed, not just by the number, but by the very scale of the findings. And it brings us back to a point made earlier, a question about special prosecutors, because the police force, SOCU, and even the DPP's chambers, in a sense, are just overwhelmed and lack certain capacities to address all of these. So,
to this, Minister Trotman says Public Security Minister Kemraj Ramjatan and Junior Finance Minister Jaipal Sharma have been tasked with sifting the forensic audit reports to prioritize the most glaring of improprieties so that they can be fast-tracked for treatment at the judicial level. Minister Trotman relayed that the entire process will be a well-thought-out one, noting that the government is not in the business of witch-hunting any person or group of persons.
It's not that we're going to appoint a special prosecutor just in the case of police versus Westford, for example. That would be tantamount to witch-hunting. We would prefer to have a more studied approach so that for these cases, which are, of course, of public interest and concern, we have a strong prosecuting team to preside over them.
The minister said that as time goes by, the government will be going on these cases, noticing that the evidence found when conducting some of the audits were damning.
Just take, for example, the building of the school at Cato. What those findings revealed, nothing short of criminal, but at the appropriate time, the press is going to be invited not just to see the report, but see also the defects as they exist in K2. So I know arrangements are going to be made for a team of journalists to visit the site so that when you read the report, you could actually relate to what is written there.
Attorney General Basil Williams and Minister Ramjatan have also been tasked with producing a report to Cabinet within 2 weeks with recommendations for the establishment of the Special Prosecutors Unit. Royden James, HGP Nightly News.